I think we are live, or I hope so. So, hello everyone, and welcome to this live show, which is getting to be streamed on YouTube, Instagram, and also LinkedIn. Is our first ever live here at Marie Olivier, and in today's sessions, we are going to speak about three things you need to know when building personal brand. It will be mainly from the perspective of the LinkedIn, but you can use this on any of the social media. So let me then share my screen and let's jump directly into it. I have to say that, like, being a founder and like figuring out many things from the different perspectives, like you need to be on a really different chairs, is sometimes really annoying, but then when it actually works, you are just so happy and so satisfied because like I was now trying to figure out for 15 minutes this live stream and how to actually stream on different channels, and finally it actually worked. So I'm so happy that you are here and welcome to this session. So let's jump directly into it. I want to actually first tell you more about me because there are new people who actually subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as to our LinkedIn. So let me first tell you more about me. So I'm already traveling for more than 11 years and I have traveled more than 100 countries, and currently I'm digital nomading, which also makes me to have digital business as I have. I am IT engineer with master degree in diplomacy. I actually don't have the background in marketing, but I understood pretty early in my career that I need to market my skills if I actually want to get on labor market. Therefore, I started to build my personal brand 6 years ago, and after 1 year of building personal brand from scratch without any marketing skills, I actually landed my first client, with which I have established my company, Marie Olivier LLC. It started all in Belgium, and last summer we have expanded to Florida, to the USA. So we are currently available on two continents. And like this, I have now 5 years of experience with personal branding and with giving it to our clients as a top premier service, from, for example, different courses, how you can use the strategies of LinkedIn for your business, how you can monetize your profile, to even top notch, highest level agency service, like making the personal brand online for you. So, that being said, I'm also 1% LinkedIn creator. This is based on Favicon. So I am number one in Czech Republic, in many other countries in Europe, top creator in Europe, within 4%, I think, in the US, and within 1% LinkedIn creator. So LinkedIn is really my cup of tea, and I especially use it for my business and for my clients and integrate it into their ecosystem. We have international clientele on 4 continents, among which is, for example, European Commission. We also collaborated with NATO and with also some big biopharmaceutical companies. I also generate annual revenue of 6 figures with over 150 paid clients. And also, I have 1 million views across platforms being LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So, this is just briefly about me, who don't know me, because I actually find out that it might be really useful for some of you who actually is new follower here on LinkedIn or new subscriber on YouTube, or is following me on Instagram for some time. So to tell you more about me and what have been going on the last 6 years. And now, let me also elaborate on LinkedIn. As you might know, LinkedIn is the biggest professional database with 1.3 billion users out there. It means that a lot of founders, they go on this social media mainly to get high-ticket clients. And you can imagine that big proportion of these people can actually be your customers, your clients, or even people who can put you on another level. Like, for example, speaking on the stages, you can establish partnerships, etc. And that being said, many founders, when they establish their LinkedIn, they don't know how to sell on LinkedIn per se. So, doing this for our clients, we made 6 reasons why actually most founders don't sell on LinkedIn. So, let me tell you these six things. The first is that you have know-how, so you are expert in your field, but you don't have content strategy. Basically said, you are not content creator, so you don't have the content strategy, you don't know how to actually behave there, and that's completely fine. You are expert in your field, but it might be the reason why you don't sell on LinkedIn. You post randomly and then disappear. It might be that you just post sometimes 3 times per day, sometimes 3 times per month, sometimes 1 time per month, 1 time per year, and you don't really have strategy behind it. You just have a goal. I want to start to sell on LinkedIn, but you don't know how to get there. You don't have the steps to actually go forward with that. DMs are either pitchy or not existent. If somebody sends me just a pitchy DM, I'm immediately ignoring the connection and I'm not coming back to that person. It's not how it works on LinkedIn. We want to establish real connections, networking, partnerships, etc., and use them in the real life for our business. So DMs are a really sensitive topic, especially for many founders, and many time they are even non-existent. So many founders don't even send DMs on LinkedIn, which is pity. Then zero tracking, because of course you are not content creator. So why would you actually at the end of the month go through your LinkedIn statistics and be analyzing what works, what doesn't work for you, etc. I would rather go through my accountancy and analyze my finances than the content, right? This is why you are founder. Your main target, your main business in your business is actually to bring money into your business. So why would I actually do tracking? Then you might be alone, so you might not get feedback, not expertise in content creation. So you are like, why am I even doing this? I mean, it's still digital work, so it's not like that when you are in the office and like there are interactions, you see what people do, you can like observe, etc. Digital work is really sometimes invisible, so many founders they give up sooner or later, or they just have gaps which doesn't lead to the results. And the last but not least, there is not really clear key messages what you're offering on LinkedIn. Therefore, your offer might be vague, and I will tell you what to do with this in a second. So, I'm just curious if you are seeing yourself in some of these things, especially on LinkedIn. Let me know in the comments, because I just want to know if you are familiar with these things. We gathered these 6 reasons from our clientele, and these are really 6 reasons why usually people don't sell on LinkedIn, and what is actually happening in the founder's head when they are building their personal brand on LinkedIn. All right, so that being said, what is the solution to that? Because I mean, I'm founder, I don't have time, I don't have money. We know ourselves, right? We just need to work more. We are the soldiers. We want to change the world. We want to make the impact. We want to make our family proud. We want to make our neighbors proud and like to showcase that we are worth and enough and things and blah, blah, blah. So, what is all of the solution to that? Because it's definitely not my priority, and it's personal branding. This is currently trending, especially in the West. In the US, they already understand the main magic of personal branding. Currently, who is not doing the content is like that you are not known. Like personal branding should be your alpha omega of 21st century, and you should treat it as your business asset. Because even if you are building startup, if you are building new company, if you're in the middle of your company, or if you have already nailed that software, personal branding is alongside of this. Even when you exit your company already, you then can build on the base that personal branding is providing it to you. It means that, for example, when I am building my company, I can share my journey, therefore I'm getting followers, I'm getting traffic. And if you are already for some time in business, you might understand that traffic is everything, right? So then when you are building your business, you are sharing what is happening. Many founders, they are in mindset, I will just go with personal branding when I already achieve something, when I already have the success. I want to be in Forbes. Yes, everybody wants that. But if you are actually creating the traffic, if you are actually creating that connection with your followers and showing the real self rather than just appearing with a trophy in the Forbes and not even remembering how hard it was at the beginning, how do you think that people will feel? Yeah, they will praise you, but how wouldn't it be more rewarding if you can actually help alongside your journey the people that the discipline, the consistency, the not giving up is actually the magic of the business. So this is why we are creating the personal brand alongside our business, because then if I'm creating something big and then selling it for millions, and then I don't have personal brand, I can just start from scratch with another business. Of course, yeah, I have big capital. I can also get some other businesses to buy with that capital these businesses. But what if I already have personal brand? What would change in that sense? And it's mainly that you will never need to start from scratch because you have the followers, you have the traffic, you are owning this. Therefore, whenever you're gonna start with something new, you will not need to start from scratch. And the traffic is the leverage that you want to get, and personal branding is your business asset that you should clearly be the number one alpha omega of your business too. Many people actually understood it, and I am sure if you are currently watching, you know Alex Hormozy. Alex Hormozy, Alpha Omega is personal branding. Actually, it took me some time. I think that I follow Alex Hormozy like since his beginnings, like 6, 8 years ago. I started to like follow Alex Hormozy. And I think that last year, for the first time, I actually got what is his business. He built the whole empire that he has around his personal brand. And this is what you want to create too. Or, for example, Justin Welsh. On LinkedIn, everybody is speaking about Justin Welsh. And like few months ago, I was like, who the hell is Justin Welsh? I mean, now I'm just seeing this guy everywhere, and like I'm in the same club like Justin Welsh, and like I'm seeing like Justin in the news and like getting his newsletter and things and that, because he created personal brand. I don't actually even know like what is his really business, like what the company he actually created, but like how he is speaking with his experience and what he have achieved as a person. This is currently trending in the world because people trust people. And if you don't have company, and let's be honest, if that company doesn't make billions like Microsoft, then that logo doesn't mean anything. Or as a Apple, when you make it there, then it starts to mean something. But at the beginnings, your face, your personal brand, it means your business asset, and then you can build on it your businesses. Or just Jasmine Alec is the same. Like he built his profile on LinkedIn based on your business. So these are some of the three, for example, examples of the personal brands on LinkedIn. So the first thing that you need to know when building personal brand, and what I also learned by myself, and I just used some of the random profiles here on LinkedIn, is the 3 second test. So when I land on your profile, I want to know immediately what your profile is about. So like how you can help me, how you can enhance my life, how we can collaborate, how we can get into partnership, what can I buy from you, or what you want to buy from me, how can I help you? So if I get on your profile, I want immediately to understand what you are offering to me. If I don't get it, then I'm just scrolling, or like on TikTok or Instagram. So, for example, here we have a person, and I see that he's a developer, WooCommerce, WordPress, all right, but I don't know, probably he's open because he is open to work, so he probably can work for some new companies, but I don't really see, for example, some social proof. Why should I choose him instead of some other WordPress WooCommerce developers? So it's always about 3 second test to get my interest into getting deeper into your profile and getting the CTA. I actually don't know, just like seeing this profile, what should I do next? Should I book a call? Should I go into the featured section? Should I get some cheat sheet? Or like, what should I actually do? I just know that Bhavesh is a WooCommerce WordPress developer, and that's it. And I would probably scroll until I would find some another WordPress WooCommerce developer who, for example, has built over 1,000 pages and WooCommerce sales pages and made XYZ profit for the company because of his good eye of the sales page, for example. Or here we have a Justin. So here we have much better CTA. We exactly know what Justin does. He's a VP head of sales. We should visit his featured section. We have social proof with different logos. We also know that he's educated, so he studied University of Virginia. I'm missing a bit the name of his company or the company that he works for. And we know that he works with AI, so he's really innovative. We also see a really clear personal brand. He's smiling, having a positive attitude. So this is exactly what would actually hook me into getting, okay, I want to know more about Justin. Maybe he can, for example, be a head of sales for Mario Levy or something like this. I'm just missing a bit more like how he can help me in his head. In his headline, like for example, I help founders to nail their sales pages, or I help them to win in the sales game so that they don't need to manage their sales team or something like this, so that I immediately know and I don't need to figure it out through his featured section, which is then going deeper. So we usually use this 3-second test that is alpha omega for your personal brand, and that people need to know what you do immediately when they land on your profile. Lead capture. Here we are diving deeper into the statistics and analytics because I love statistics on LinkedIn. You get really proper industries, you get numbers, and you exactly know what are the leads that are actually arriving on your profile, and I just love it. But the main question, which I will really reveal in a bit, so if I would have a drum, I would just drum it here. So, for example, we have here industry. So I know that, for example, in my case, Marie Olivier is serving entrepreneurs and founders who wants to build personal brand on LinkedIn and innovate their marketing so that people trust people. So that we go into B2B, we actually establish the personal brand around the CEO or founder, and we are exposing, for example, values, how we are building the real or raw pictures and stories so that people know about our product, about our company, and we put it on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is just number one platform for professionals and high ticket clients. So in this case, I'm getting, for example, actually, like this is from our client. So our client is getting IT services, IT consulting, marketing services. This client is doing in SaaS and providing the WooCommerce solution, financial solution. So in this case, it really nicely shows us that we are targeting the right potential clients who is in the IT services, because in this case, even though it's usually solution for founders who have e-commerce platform or e-shops, we were also targeting, for example, developers, WooCommerce and WordPress developers who actually can recommend this software to their clients. So we see that we were targeting IT services, IT consulting, marketing services, etc., etc., mainly from the Prague, London, San Francisco. This is really great for the companies who wants to expand from their specific location. So I know that, for example, this SaaS, which was developed in Prague and is based and founded in Prague, that we can go next to London, because of course, when it's the financial software fintech, where else you want to go than to London, right? And then San Francisco. So also US, because I think that US is the biggest usage of the WooCommerce, so it makes also complete sense. Then founders, CEOs, co-founders, owners. So this is a really great statistics. We don't see really like here like developers, etc. So it's even better that we got these statistics or founders, CEOs, and so on and so forth. And seniority. So it's also good that we have more seniors than entry, because if there would be more entry than seniors, I would be like, there is something off with our marketing solution on LinkedIn, because we want to get more seniors. Like, I mean, like, yeah, usually you don't put yourself that you're like entry level founder, right? Like you're already senior, even though you are in your company like for 1 month, you're already senior, or at least try to be. So yeah, it's much better that we got 23% for senior, and then we got owners, CXO, directors. So the main statistics is showing us that we are targeting the right people. But the main question, what I was promising you, is where do I lead them? Because that's great that I got founders, that I got seniors, that I got people from Czechia and London so I can expand. But how can I actually get in contact with them, or what I should exactly do with them? So this is also what we do in Mario Levy. It's not only about like the whole marketing on LinkedIn that we will just like post 3 nice, beautiful posts for you, but we will also do the whole holistic mapping of your business and how LinkedIn actually is really greatly fitting into that whole ecosystem. So when we get people watching, like for example, founders, and like we have this license that we want to actually sell them, then we need to map how we are going to get them, at least like get their email and start to build a email list so that we can retarget them, for example, with other means. Uh, Other means, I mean, for example, newsletter, campaign emails, Meta ads, Google ads, LinkedIn ads, retargeting, etc., etc., you name it. But you need somehow to have the capture of the lead. And LinkedIn does it very well because you can have the sales navigator where you actually get the name and the people who are actually watching. You can DM them, but if you don't get them on another level, they are just stuck on LinkedIn and they can follow you. They can also buy from you from your CTA, but it's always better to actually get people on another stage, so to have direct contact with them through your different marketing channels. And when I speak about the lead, I actually speak about contact. At the beginning, when I started actually with our marketing agency 5 years ago, I was so confused by the terminology, and I was like, why people cannot just call lead contact? I mean, it would just make my life easier. And now I understand it and I use it, and I try to not use this marketing terminology if I'm not with marketing people. So this is just what I mean, and how you can actually also translate it yourself if you are not really marketing savvy, as I was not. So this is why I like to actually explain it. And the last but not least, in these three things, what you should actually mind when you are building your personal brand on LinkedIn and beyond is the brand consistency. And this is alpha omega. This is actually what I was doing even before I even started my company. Whenever I started new initiative, new project, new everything, I was always brainstorming about my colors, about my fonts, about the vibe what I want to give. Is it more funny, more elegant, more vibrant, more what is it about? So you want to achieve the brand consistency, because even without like seeing, if I'm like trying to not see just like by periphery looking, then I know exactly what brand it is, and this is what we want to achieve. You even know immediately that this is McDonald's, or this is KFC, or this is Apple, or this is Coca-Cola, or this is and so on and so forth. So brand consistency is the key. And many people, they are telling me like, yeah, I just launch it, I will see, and then when it will be successful, I will make a brand. Man, can I tell you something? Because, like, when you are already building an initiative, you already need to usually buy at least domain. You need to at least make some like a credible email address so you can actually make your PR, your outreach. You need at least to create the company, for example, on the LinkedIn, etc., etc. And without the brand consistency, how you can actually establish it or create it if you don't even know your colors, or like, what is your name? So just take, and it's not like a creative process for like really long, right? It's like especially at the beginning, I'm calling it like a excitement fever. I'm always like Fiverr fever. Fiverr is the platform and fever is the illness. So It's the excitement fever at the beginning when you get some new idea and a new initiative that you are like, yeah, and I would put this and I would put that and I would see this and the colors. And if you don't know, then you can just call me and we will do it together because this is my work. So we can do the brand together and we can find your voice, we can find your colors, etc., etc. But this is number one, brand consistency. You can see the differences, the different vibe, what the people want to say. This is, for example, international recruiter. Here we have interior, so like 3D design for interior. Again, completely different vibe, right? Like this was like a authority in the SaaS industry, like really slightly like I'm trying to be corporate, but still like cool. Here we have like really elegant speaker, independence, elegance. Here we have like like casual but still like professional. Behind is the buildings and luxury that is like a scene from this specific visual. And here it's again from the recruiter, but again we are using the same color. So this one was here, so you see with different designs we are still keeping with the consistency. And this is the key because you want to achieve the brand so that people remember you. And remembering means that they trust you. Because if I will see you again and again and again, then I will be like, huh, there is something about this. And then I am able to continue with, for example, your different products or with your different initiatives, what you are doing, or I will just get hooked into your lifestyle. But then remember, always capture the leads because brand consistency is nothing if you just post without capturing the contacts. So all of these three things are really essential in building your personal brand. So the brand consistency, then we got lead capture and the 3 second test. So when already you have your brand consistency, you capture the leads, but also people need to actually want to give you the leads, right? So they need to pass the 3 second test. All right. And this is all what we actually do in Digital Business College. So I'm founder and CEO of Digital Business College, which is initiative of Mario Olivier LLC. And we are teaching in Digital Business College everything about LinkedIn and about personal branding. So inside it, there is 150 plus active members, and you get 50 plus trainings in the member section, which is about getting more things like how to actually find your voice, how to nail down your colors, how to actually brainstorm about the whole vision and mission, etc. And we got exceptional results inside Digital Business College. So you will also get inside it WhatsApp community. So inside you will not feel alone because this is, if you remember, one of the reasons why many founders actually don't sell on LinkedIn. So here inside WhatsApp community, you will not be alone and you will get access to other advanced entrepreneurs who actually will support you and give you feedback on your captions, on your design. They are coming from different fields. It's really diverse. I'm also inside, so we will give you the feedback so that you nail down your post. And it's not only about LinkedIn. We speak about the whole ecosystem. So, for example, how to build your email list, how to connect your LinkedIn into the lead magnet, how to actually do the integration of LinkedIn into your business. What about my Instagram? Should I keep it or should I just focus on one channel, etc., etc.? So, Digital Business College is the whole ecosystem where you can actually ask questions around these specific topics. And you can also test ideas, post offers before you actually go public, so you don't feel alone. You also get bi-weekly masterminds, so you actually can you will be in accountability group where you will be actually continuing with your development and you will be learning about new strategies on LinkedIn, and you also will be able to ask me anything or on bi-weekly basis in the masterminds. So this is all inside Digital Business College, and here are some results. Usually in the first month we are testing impressions if your account is alive. And when it's alive, then we actually know it by increasing impressions. For example, here Catherine increased her impressions by over 8,000% within the first month. And then we could continue, for example, with the DMs and with return on investment by booking the calls with the clients on LinkedIn and integrating LinkedIn inside her business. Or for example, Anna here, her impression rose by more than 100% within the first month. Therefore, we could then continue, and she actually got the roadmap for the growth within the 1 month, and then she continued, and so on and so forth. So, what you all get inside the Digital Business College, this is the light version. So, you get the community masterclass, live coaching calls, access to the masterclasses and the workshops where we cover the 3-second test. You also will get access to my premium AI chat, where you just put the screenshot in the AI chat, and it will actually give you exactly how you should revamp your LinkedIn profile based on your offer. So this is now preparing, and it will be inside Digital Business College, and I cannot wait for that. There is also masterclasses on branding, on how to actually brainstorm all of this mission, vision, what you should actually post about, which I also get a lots of questions about. Workshop replays, about statistics, how to use the Sales Navigator, and so on and so forth. Also accountability challenges. So this is from the masterclasses. Then you can also submit questions for coaching. So what questions you might want us to deal with in the next mastermind. And the branding resources like guides, templates. I'm sharing everything from my 5 years journey. So what I was actually using at the beginning of my career until now with the clients, and you get the full stack of the templates. And usually this offer is for $899 per month. However, we are now giving it for $165 per month. Without commitment, you can cancel anytime, and it's $165 per month. So I'm putting a link here in the comments, so you can anytime apply for this light version, and you get access to all of these things. All right, so this was my first live ever, and I'm so excited that it went actually well. I didn't expect this, that I will at the end be live because of the hiccups we had at the beginning. So thank you so much for showing in YouTube, in LinkedIn, and also Instagram, and I will see